Yeah, his elimination was really nice. Maybe I can start with the positive.
Yeah, sure.
Something I really enjoyed with this elimination was that the structure was really different than every others. I feel like everyone's doing introduction, build up, drop, build up, drop two, outro.
Yeah.
And this kind of this way of doing it is nice. I really enjoy it and I use it a lot. But I feel like Bronix here just did not even an introduction, just he was just beatboxing, just showing his skills, and he was just doing good beats after good beats after good beats, and he was not trying to have a big dynamics in the level he was showing, but just everything was at the right place at the right moment, and everything you wanted to. I mean, at least for the first minute, everything he was doing was different, being different, and then but no introduction. Nothing was the introduction of anything. It was just like a DJ doing a transition. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
He made a very good transition of all his beats, and I think that was a really nice approach, and something that a lot of people. I mean, there's not a lot of people who are doing this anymore. At the end, he returned in the
his main ID, like the main
not main ID, but the structure build up drops. But even though he did one build up, then drops, but only transitions of drops, you know, and it's nice because it never ends. It makes the 2 minutes feels like 1 minute, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the time is going faster. I mean, I felt like it was shorter than everyone, but it was not.
I agree totally with what you said. Very good attitude, like the build up was very good also. We can hear it's 100% prepared, so that's very nice, and the transitions are on points, as you said, like a lot of interesting ideas, and we never get bored. And the most interesting point you mentioned is like he is acting, he's performing like a real DJ, and that's a good point, because we had a discussion with Bronix after, and we said like, as a beatboxer, what do you want to be like? And he said to me like, I want to be a DJ. I want to be a beatboxer DJ, so I can make Twitch when I want. I never get bored. So that's very nice, to notice it. And I think it's a very original way.
He will appreciate.
Yeah. And nobody does it like he does. Maybe it's a good transition to go on the suggestion or the improvement he can do. Is that maybe maybe I've noticed the moment on 0.58, for example, this transition, it's just detail, but for me, be careful to not put too much in ideas in one beat, because in my opinion, if he would have stayed with a easier technical role, I would say, without wanting to add his signature firework sound, it will have the same effect, but it will have showed maybe more control. Because we just noticed that he wants to put too much, or in my opinion, for me, when I listen to that, he wants to put too much, so it deserves it less, I would say. Do you agree about it?
But it's kind of tricky, because I know Bronix. I know that this kind of roles, he do it perfectly when he's not on microphone.
Yeah.
And here I can feel like he was pushing really hard, mm-hmm. and he was not really tight on this one. And I mean, there was no big mistake of tempo, but the execution felt a bit fragile. And it made this impression that it was not really good. And also about what you said, doing simpler things. it's really, really hard and counterintuitive for a competitor to say, okay, I will do less good, less complicated,
Yeah.
and it will be better, because it's an elimination round, and you don't want to miss the ball.
Yeah, you want to put everything.
So at some point you want to put some hard things, but sometimes you should not. If it's not meant to be there, you should not. But I think in this case, in this particular case, it's just him having a bad execution of his ID, and then it sounds not good because of that. And but yeah, if you feel like the sound system is going to be tricky for you, just go to easier
Patterns.
Easier patterns.
But what would you recommend if you discover, like on stage, that the sound will not sound as you want, and you need to make a last minute change, but it's not really good, right?
It depends for who, but if you're the kind of I need to be prepared, then you should do it like you do you should beatbox like you beatbox in your room, you know?
Yeah.
Don't try to push your sound harder, just do it, and if it doesn't sound loud, that's it, it's not a problem. I don't understand why people try to push the sounds louder and louder and louder, because the problem is that I mean, in my personal opinion, if you can beatbox loud and clean, it's better, because it shows that your body as a beatboxer is well trained, and you can push it, and it's a very nice things to show. But the problem is, if you push your sounds to be louder, but it doesn't sound very loud, and it feels like everything is going to fall apart because you push too much, it shows weaknesses. It doesn't show strength. And as a judge, it's I mean, my job as a judge is to find the weaknesses and the strength of all contestants, and then giving my opinion on which one do I find more interesting or stronger and things like this, you know. But when the contestant is showing me his weaknesses, I feel like, oh, if I don't have to search and think about you to find your weaknesses, it means that maybe there is a lot more than what you're showing me now, you know. Like, and it doesn't give a good vibes. I think it's better to be quiet on microphone, but do everything, executing everything perfectly, than being loud on microphone. I think execution now in beatboxing, I will formulate it correctly. Sorry. Beatboxing, the criteria that are important are always shifting, because the community grows and grows, and the mentality changes, and also the level of everyone is rising up. 10 years ago, if you had a good case snare, you were good in bells, you know. And so 10 years ago, the main criteria was how clean you are and how powerful you were. Then it shifted to how many sounds can you do, how many bass and subs can you do, and now it shifts to the absolute perfection of how you do it. Way before it was what kind of body you have, then it was what kind of beatbox you have, and now it's how do you beatbox. It's not even what do you beatbox, but how do you beatbox. I think personally, it's the most important things, being clean and execute perfectly your sounds, and then power is an extra. Like, of course, someone who does exactly the same things as you but with more power will have more points, of course. But something with more power but bad execution will have less points than someone which is quiet with perfect execution.
That's very interesting because, for example, I sometimes lost battles because of my power. but it was like 10 years ago. So you will say like,
Yeah.
this maybe now I wouldn't have lost this battle, right? Because
I mean,
it's not the main criteria.
If we say that it was the only difference between you and your opponent, sure. But your execution was better, you have more chances, to win now than before, because the beatbox itself has evolved so much that we are now used to hear things that are crazy good. Imagine that some basic stuff that Alem created 10 years ago were like the very best technical roles, and now everyone can do it. Like before, he was the only one who could do it, and now everyone can do it. But the thing is, now he progressed enough to still be one of the best in technical roles. But now our how will I say it?
Ear or
our reference as what's good in beatbox is like 10 times better than what we used to do. It's 100 times better than what we used to hear at the beginning of beatboxing. Of course, it's normal. We are progressing, and I'm only speaking about the technical part of the beatboxing, like how we do the sound, how powerful, and how I mean the body, like your body, how fast can you go, how powerful and how clean can you go. I'm not speaking about the musicality you have or the creativity you can have in your beatboxing. This is only subjective matter, and I'm not interested in that now, at least. But the body we have are way better. So we have more muscles. We do this since 15 years now, and some of the people even more. So we can do more, and with the more we do, we took the habit to have only good beatboxers. Everyone is good now. Like it's crazy how everyone is good at beatboxing now, and the difference is at high level competitions are executions.
Yeah.
And preparation. It's not really the beatboxing itself.
Yeah, okay, I understand what you mean. So like today, like if we go back to Bronix, maybe for you it would be a better choice to let the power to not compensate the power and focus on the execution, right?
Yeah, the thing is, if he tries to do power, we just heard it.
Yeah.
He loses a lot of execution points. But I think that you would not have said what you said about this part if the execution was good.
Yeah, true.
Because your point was that it was not well made,
executed.
Well executed, and it led to some timing mistakes. And the thing is, if there was no time, if there was no need for the push of his power, he would not do timing mistakes, and you would not do the
this analysis.
This analysis.
Yeah.
So I think that execution is the first, and then with your good execution, you try to do powerful beats.
Okay, yeah, I understand. All right. Do you have like another thing to do to add to Bronix?
No, it was a very good elimination overall.
Yeah, I agree. So maybe we can like talk about the sound dynamics just shortly. Leave time to breathe, like play with the volumes, increase tensions thanks to the build-ups. Can be good ideas, I would say, to make it breathe like the elimination round, because I feel like he's exhausted because of the scene also. But
okay.
But maybe at
the end we could hear it a little bit.
Chill a little bit more, like have more chill parts, I would say.
Yeah.
But that's only details. Overall, like the execution, the ideas are well prepared, so we can see he's a hard worker.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Of course.
Very nice. I think that was it for Bronix. Do you have like something else to add, Bigben?
No, that was a good elimination.
Yeah, perfect. So that was our analysis of the elimination round of Bronix. So if you want to watch the whole video, it will be on our Beatbox channel, YouTube channel, Lyrebird Beatbox. And let us know if in the comments if you agree with us or not. Do you want to make serious progress in beatbox? Click on the link in the description below and join our beatbox school to level up faster than ever.